Welcome to Unmuted Podcast with our amazing host and author, Recia Kabbah. In a noisy world, we cut through the chatter, amplifying important voices. Are you ready for raw, unscripted stories that shape our daily lives? Well, on Unmuted, we tackle tough topics, challenge the norms, and share untold stories. Each episode, we bring in thought leaders, influencers, and everyday heroes for genuine conversations. It's not just a podcast. It's a platform for real, raw, expressive conversations. Get ready for the emotions, laughters, and most of all, the truth. Unmuted is more than just a show. It's a movement. So join us as we break the silence to embrace the power of honest dialogue. Welcome to Unmuted, where conversations are real.
Welcome to Unmuted Podcast. I am your host, Recia Kabbah. On today's episode, I am bringing to you, this woman is so beautiful, so talented. She has been blessed. When I tell you blessed with God's grace, He is using her to do what He ever want her to do. Everything He wants her to do, that is just what she is doing. She is no other than the beautiful Jodian Adira Pantry. She is a talented gospel artist who has inspired many with her powerful music and story. She started singing at the age of 5 years old and became known across Jamaica with her hit single, I Will Give My Heart, when she was just 12 years old. Wow, 12 years old. Jodian's journey hasn't always been easy, but she has overcome her struggles with faith and resilience, which with songs like Bed of Roses, she won awards and touched countless lives. Wow, this woman. She's won awards and touched countless lives. And so let's welcome Jodian as she shares her story and her journey on the Unmuted Podcast. Woo, woo, woo. Hello, beautiful. Wow.
Hello. It's good seeing you again, Recia. I mean, we saw each other recently in the Cayman Islands, and trust me, that was an encounter, that was an experience, and I'm so honored to be on your Unmuted platform tonight.
And I am so honored to have you here. You are a firehouse, girl.
Thank you so much. So are you.
God is using you. You know, before I put together all of this, I was like, wait, I have to cut it short because you just do a lot. And
I do.
Yeah, you do a lot. I'm like, all right, how am I going to introduce this queen? Let me put together my little stuff, and but I hope I did you justice.
Listen, girl, that was really good. That was really good. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't send her all of those things. She found it. So
I did my homework, okay?
You did
I did
good.
my own homework, and that's your business. You have to know people.
That's it.
Yes. And so I'm grateful that you are here. We are going to dive into your personal life story, of course, your music and all of those things. So I'm just blessed for a sister like you, Now I have found a new sister. When I come to Jamaica now, I know where I'm going.
That's it. That is it.
Okay.
That is it.
From Jamaica. I cannot wait to have those Jamaican breakfasts.
Listen, girl. You may not want to return to America, okay?
I mean, and I believe it. I
Okay.
do. I believe it. I believe this, yes. And so, all right, Jodian, you and I, when we met in the Cayman, I mean, we was in this big 4-bedroom house, just the three of us, you, Jesse, and myself.
Right.
But it wasn't a coincidence because
It
God
was.
needed us to be there. You know, we just bonded so much. It's like God just placed us in there, like, all right, y'all in here, y'all gotta get this done. And we was also blessed to meet great
Yes.
women of God, yeah, like
Yes.
those powerhouse. Like I was just at the inner Star Trip Blizzard. What was Stephanie? Um, man, that woman is blessed.
Mm,
And
yes.
woo, the blessing that we received in that Cayman Island. Listen, y'all, only if you knew. But today we are here. We have a sister in each other now. This is a life, hopefully. So I'm happy to discuss, you know, some things that you have experienced in life, and also tell the people about your music and all of those things. And I'm going to start with asking you, what really inspired you to start singing gospel music at the age, at such a young age?
All right, let me just try to make this question very short and clear. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I was a person who made the decision to do gospel music. I believe gospel music chose me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning,
Let me don't cut you off.
um,
Did you share the live with your followers so they
oh
can
yes,
see
I
on
started
Facebook?
sharing.
Okay.
I started sharing.
All right, go ahead.
So, right. So let me tell you this. It's been real crazy when it comes to you know this whole gospel field that I'm in. I've been doing gospel music since the age of 5 years old. So that's what I mean by I didn't choose it,
Right.
it chose me. When I didn't understand what the gospel was, I have been doing it. I've been singing from a very tender age in churches all across Jamaica.
Wow.
Um, when I was 11 years of age, I was the first little girl to
Mm.
enter an adult competition, right, in Jamaica's history,
Hmm.
and it was a gospel singing festival competition. And I went to spot number two. I was second place winner, and that experience is forever etched in my heart, really. Yeah, but pretty much I've been doing gospel music all my life. I did halt
Mm-hmm.
gospel um at a particular time in my life, and this was after high school in 2007 through to, and then I gave my life back to Christ um in the year 20 around 2015 or 2016
Mm-hmm.
thereabout. So I've been around for a little while.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So how has that inspired your faith, through your ups and downs in life?
Ah, to be honest, there will always be ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that when we don't believe in the Creator, which I call Jesus Christ, which I call God, you know, um, we can lose our faith because it is hard living in this world today. It is hard staying motivated. It is
Mm-hmm.
hard staying empowered. It's some of the days or some of the mornings when some of us get up, you know, um, we lack energy, we lack enthusiasm to do, to go, and so therefore we need that comfort from God. We need that dependency on God. So God has really been my faith drive, to be honest. If there was no God, there would have been no Jody, no sober and sane Jody, and that's just the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So God in everything. God in everything.
God in everything.
You said it best. Yes. So with all of your experiences with music, what message do you hope your music brings to people facing tough time?
Definitely healing. definitely some form of comfort and
Mm,
healing. I need my music to be to be reassuring people out there that, hey, no matter how low you feel,
mm,
no matter how many times you've been betrayed, no
mm,
matter how many lies have been told on you, no matter what your warfare is like, you will get back up on your feet again, and you are going to be a force to be reckoned with. The world will soon begin to know who you are. The world will soon begin to know about this woman or this man with great strength and, you know, the drive and the passion. People will have to see us and know our stories. That's the type of get up and come back. I
yeah,
need persons out there who are hurting, who are crying, to know through my music. I need people who are battling with some form of spiritual warfare
mm,
to get deliverance through
yes.
my songs as well. So whether it's an addict, whether it's somebody who has a sexual demon, whether it's somebody who has a lying spirit, a gossiping spirit, whatever it is, somebody who has a procrastinative spirit and they
Mm,
can't grow any further because they put everything aside to do the less meaningful things in their lives. I
mm,
need my music to bring forth deliverance also. So healing,
mm,
deliverance, hope, you know, just to name three. I
yeah.
need people to be able to get that out of my songs.
Girl, when you say healing, deliverance,
Yeah.
the first time I heard your music, in fact, the first time I heard it was Yashika who shared it on her Insta. Yeah.
Right, right,
And it's crazy because I had not met you yet. But I think you were supposed to be going on her show. And then she was
right,
advertising and she played your music. And when I heard that song, especially for the place I was at that time,
right.
man, talk about music touching your soul. I
Oh,
could
yeah.
not stop playing the music. I could not stop playing it because it just resonated so much. It resonated so much with my current situation at the time. It was moving, touching, healing, like you just said. And so everything you just said here, that's what your music is doing. That is what your music is doing. It just have the powerfulness to it. There is no way you can listen to your music and not feel, not be in touch with
I get
it.
it all the time. I get that all the time.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not just the only one saying this to you. You just feel that connection. I mean, I'm blasting it. I'm just repeating. I'm like that, and the voice is
Thank
first
you.
of all, the voice is out of here. And when they came out, I'm like, wait. It's funny when you started to perform at the event. I look this when you open your mouth. I look at Jesse, and she look at me, and we're like, what? It's like, what? She does not even appear to be this powerhouse. You so down to earth, just the calm about you, and just this easy going person and loving and just soft spoken. And I'm like, when she opened up voice, oh my God, you feel that room and everybody, some people was crying. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I
so
remember. Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
very gifted. You are very gifted, and I'm so honored to to
Oh,
to
thank
to
you.
be in your
Thank you.
space.
And listen,
You know?
listen, girl, you are powerful. You have great strength because, just by being in the same space with you, and, as girls, we were like vibing and talking in our little quarters where we stayed and getting to know each other a little bit more. And only to find out that we share similar stories. And, it shows who you are, that, you're a woman who will persevere, and I love that about you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
don't make me cry. Thank you, thank you. We bonded so well in our house. We bonded so well. We knew it, we did not know each other, but it's like Yashika, God just told her, bring these three together. They need to meet each other.
Right,
We
right.
bonded. So when you left with Mercy, I was like, oh, we're going to the beach. I'm like, oh, Jody not here. She's supposed to be here.
Oh
Like
gosh.
you.
I was mad when I had to leave you guys there. I wish we left the same time, because
Right.
I would have had one more extra day.
Yes.
Would have had one more extra day with you guys.
Right.
So
Absolutely. But you know what? God's willing, we have more time, to enjoy. Next time we will play a calling, it will be like, girl, when you leaving, I'm leaving the same time. We departing the same time.
right.
So the connection has already been done. So, guys, we are talking about Jodian music and what inspired her to start her music in the first place at 5 years old. For those of you who just joined, at 5 years old, this woman started singing gospel, and she has never stopped since then. And so, her grace, her healing, she is spreading that across the world. Just helping people through her music. And I'm so grateful that she chose me to come on this From Muted podcast. I'm so honored to share her with you all. And now I'm going to play a clip of her new music video. First of all, I can't. Okay.
You are the first.
I'm the first.
You are the first. So we can't play all of it. We're just gonna play it for a minute. So
I'm gonna play everything for my people.
Yeah, so who is in the building right now? They will also get a glance of my new music video that is about to come out. Nobody knows about it. I haven't posted anything about it as yet. I haven't posted any clipping about it as yet. So they are the lucky ones.
Yes, y'all are lucky. And anyone that's gonna tune in later, even after we get off live, you are just lucky to be connected to the Unmuted podcast. And she also shared it on her page. So you guys that are following her will be able to see it. And yeah, so now I'm gonna play. She said just for a minute, all right? It is like 4 minutes, but she giving us a minute. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna give you a little bit more. I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Let's go.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit, guys. All right, let's go. I know. I feel you. I know life's been so hard on you, but I want you to know God is right there with you. I know you've been betrayed, friends they've lied on you, try to bring you down low. God is right there with you. No matter what you're going through, run, you will come out. I know you feel way behind, God's working it out. No matter what is going through your mind, victory's for you. He's the man with a plan, leave a hurt in his hands. He'll take you through. Life's been so hard on you, but I want you to know God is right there with you. I know you've been betrayed, friends they've lied on you, try to bring you down low. God is right. Okay. I'm not gonna give you. I want to keep playing, but you know something?
I know, right?
you know, y'all listen, unless you want to come visit me, then we can listen to the whole thing, you know. So what's up?
Oh my
This
God.
music is moving, and the video is, is speaking so much, so much. Just, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna sleep on this tonight. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on this. Yes, thank you so so much. Thank you, thank you. Yes, Brian Lee. He said, "You go, Judy." Yes, yes, she is fabulous. She is fantastic. I love this. I love this. Wow, so moving. I don't even feel like I say nothing else. I just want to talk about the music. I'm like,
I know,
crap.
right?
Like, all right. So, how did you come up with the whole concept of that music video? Like, even if you just want to give a little bit of it.
Okay, well, seeing that, this is called Unmuted, and this is a platform for being authentic and
Mm,
raw and real.
mm.
The person who did this video, which is Raspizzle, Xavier Campbell,
Okay.
he was not initially the person who had promised to do this video, right?
Mm.
Anyways, promises were made from various people to help me bring the song to life with visuals, and they all went ghost. They all vanished. I wasn't worried though, because I'm a girl who's trusting my process and my journey right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so one day, well, I think it was 3 Sundays ago, my friend reached out to me and he said, because I was singing on live TV 3 Sundays ago.
Mm-hmm.
So after performing, my performance went viral. It's all over TikTok. So
Oh.
so my friend reached out and he was like, listen, remember all of those songs you played for us on the school tour bus when you had your school tour, and you were making us hear some of your materials, your songs that you had. He was like, Jody, come on, man, let's do this. I have the tools, I have video stuff, I have camera, I have whatever, and he said, let's do this. So I was like, you know what? Okay. So watch this now, Recia.
Mm-hmm.
When he told me that, I sent him my schedule of all my dates that I've been booked for October and for November, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he went through my schedule and he was like, okay, I see that you're not, I see that you're available on the 20th of
Mm-hmm.
October. Let's do this on the 20th. And let me tell you this. The day before the music video, I started giving him hell because I was telling him, I don't have any clothes. I haven't bought any clothes. I have no money to buy clothes for no music video. I told him I was going to need makeup artists on set. I started telling him about all the worries that I
Oh,
had. And he was just so calm. He was like, okay, so that's the reason why we can't shoot the video. And we ended up meeting up before the 20th to discuss the treatment. Everything we had planned did not go as planned. So on the day of shooting the video, the rain was tearing. Even in that music video,
mm-hmm.
I don't know how he did it, but the rain was actually falling.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know how, I don't know what he did to the camera. And it looked like a sunny day. It was actually a very dark, cold, wet, overcast day. Right?
Profession.
So I
Profession.
said to him, there's no way this video can be done. And I tried to do everything to discourage him. From shooting this video, I tried everything. And I said to him, let us do it another day, no? And him said, Jody, no, we're going to do this because we can do this. And him said to me, say, even the people you asked to be in the video who couldn't make it on this day for the time, We're going to go without them. And we are going to, even if it takes you alone, we're going to shoot this video. So we just pulled up to this random place that wasn't in the treatment plan. And it was a place we knew from high school time. And we just said, let's use the Anglican church yard, you know. I brought my girlfriend, my backup singer, Janae, along with me. I called her. I said, hey, yo, just wear yard clothes. And you can bring like a dress up pretty clothes as well, but you may not use it. So she just wore yard clothes, how she would look around her house. That's what she was dressed in. And I used my scarf and I tied her head. And I said, just wail. Girl, just bawl over one of these graves in the cemetery.
Wow.
So she was actually there acting in the cemetery over somebody's grave we don't know, over somebody's grave where the person was buried in 1964.
Wow.
It was so funny, but it turned out pretty good. And what I really wanted the video to have is authenticity, like realness, real life stuff, you know, because truth is there has been, you know, a lot of deaths going on in Jamaica, whether it be by car accident, whether it be by murders, and every day another family weeps. There are families who have buried their loved ones in the past months, weeks, years, and some of them still visit the graveside for these brothers, for these sisters, for these mothers and fathers and uncles, whatever it is, for their own children. And so I thought that was a powerful scene to have with Janae weeping over the fact that life has been so hard. And it's a situation where, you know, we lose people and people will go to the graveside to say, hey, mama, hey, papa, I'm just here to visit you today. You know, life has been so hard. I wish you guys were here. So it was really that type of moment for that scene. You know, so I'm happy. Raspizzle, big up yourself anyway day, because if it wasn't for him, I probably would have still be over here a complaint. Said the money not there. The money is not around for me to glam out for the video. And I can tell you this, what I was in, you know, it's stuff that I've worn before and I felt very comfortable. And, you know, it was just the right day and it was just the right time. And I know it's going to be good. When people watch the rest of this video, they're going to love it.
They're
'Cause
gonna
there
love
are more
it,
scenes
loving it
to it.
already.
Yeah.
So Dwayne said that's because God is right there with you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
Oh, yes.
listen, the things that we don't plan in advance are the ones that turns out perfectly.
Right.
Okay, so I'm glad that you guys went along with it, because if you postpone, you don't know what would have happened, you know.
That's
And
it.
so you don't know if it would have been possible again. So
That's
sometimes we
it.
do have to trust God and trust the process. And that it just perfect. And she played that stuff like she practiced it for days, you
Yeah.
know. So
Pretty
it's
much.
just natural, you know, you have to let things be natural at times. God is on time, exactly. You know, she said, God is on time, Juliet.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, Sister Christian. Hey.
Yes, yes. So thank you all for watching the show. Thank you for tuning in. She is a powerhouse, and I'm just so grateful to have her here. And so, yes, Jodian, let's move on now that we have talked about music and stuff. Can you tell us about a challenge in your life that shaped you, you know, that shaped who you are today?
Okay. To be honest, there are a few. Challenges came from the backstabbing side of life. Challenges came from betrayal side of life. Challenges came from rejection side of life. Challenges also came from a failed marriage side of life. And everything that I've just listed, Recia, they have definitely helped to give me strength from day to day. They have definitely helped me to walk the straight path. They have definitely helped to shape and mold me into a more becoming woman,
Mm.
a phenomenal woman, a confident woman. Even today, I still have challenges,
Right.
but God always blows my mind. God tend to. I feel like God have a real great sense of humor, because every time or whenever I feel like, I am not moving, um, anytime I feel like things are just not working out, nothing is coming through for me. Why is everything such a fight in my life? It's like God always steps in on time and say, "Hey, have this. Let me just
Mm.
give you this. Oh,
Mm.
hey, let me send this person." And that's what I've been watching, taking place in my life in the past month or two. I've had days where I can't even find the money to invest in me.
Mm.
But I find the money to invest in other people.
That part.
Yeah. There are days when I need to show up for me, and I do horrible at it. And I always have to show up for others, whether it is a family member or a friend. And I feel like that's also one of the challenges that has been shaping me now to put me first as well.
Okay.
Right. I've had some caring people who have showed up in my life, and they have been there for me. They have helped me to get through my tough day or my tough week. And I'm grateful for these people. So
Mm.
everything that I have been through has been a blessing to me today.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And you answered that question perfectly. When I asked that question, when I was coming up with my questions, that really resonated with me. I was like, I feel like I need to be answering this question myself.
Right.
Because we question things that happen to us in life a lot of times,
Right.
you know. But what I have come to realize that you and I had to sit down in a Cayman Island. We talk about our experience with marriage, with divorce, and how traumatizing, things were.
Yeah.
And you and I was pretty much in the same place, because it was like a year for you, a year for me. I'm like, wait, what? You and
Yeah,
I was going
girl.
through it at the same time. And so, who best to talk to when you can talk to someone who has experienced exactly similar stories, right?
Right.
So, we had that connection, not only as women, as sisters, but just, the fact that we have rise from our experience from those trauma
Yes.
and using our story to help others. The awareness of it all,
Yes.
not sitting down on your gig, using your platform, using your music,
Oh,
using
yeah.
my platform, me writing a book, to tell the people, okay, well, this is my story. That's where I used to be.
Yeah.
Now I'm on this journey of healing myself. And so I'm using my story to be able to help other people who may be experiencing similar issues or had experienced similar issues before. So Unmuted tells a lot of a deep part in my life. If you ever get the chance to read my book, and anybody else watching, it's on Amazon, by the way, guys. Um, just rising from those things and being a better vision of yourself, because that's what it is. When we go through things that don't kill us, that don't destroy us, you are able to rise from it. You are able to be able to tell your own story, not
Yeah.
nobody telling it for you.
Yeah.
So there is no regret. There is no regret here, because
Absolutely not.
God does not give us things that we can handle.
That
He does
that
not
that.
allow us to go through things we can handle. He is right there with us, okay?
Yeah.
Right there with us. And so I'm so grateful that you have not just sat on your gift, but you are using it to help other people. And I tell people all the time, if one person can heal or life can change because of me choosing to be vulnerable, me choosing to tell my story and not worry about who's going to like it or not, just doing it from a very
Yeah.
great place,
Yeah.
just be transparent with my life, with my story. If that can heal one person, then it was worth it. It was worth it. So
Oh,
thank you so much as we
definitely.
are on this journey to continue healing, whoever gonna get healed.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't heal everybody, but whoever wants, you
Right.
can heal everybody. But I say whoever gravitate to my story, it's
Right.
all yours. It's all yours. So so what's one thing you believe is essential for a strong and healthy relationship? What is that one thing?
Okay. Proper communication.
Hmm. Okay, girl.
Proper communication. Communication has ruined. You'd be surprised to know what an improper communication can cause, the chaos it can cause, and the trust that can be broken when there's improper communication. Just it's just like you're living in your matrimonial home,
Mm-hmm.
something came to you that you are being asked to participate in, and whatever you're being asked to participate in, let's say your spouse doesn't even like that type of thing, and you decide to still participate, however, and you know he doesn't like it, but you
Mm-hmm.
still go to participate without making him aware.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean by improper communication.
Mm-hmm.
I believe couples should always keep each other abreast with what is happening, when it's going to happen, and even the whys. The whys are important because you're no longer serving yourself, you're no
Mm-hmm.
longer living by yourself, you're
Mm-hmm.
no longer living even for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of respect, communication is key. For it's one of the things that can keep a relationship going and growing in trust. you know um yeah, so that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing that I believe is important in relationships, for relationships.
Yeah, and I believe so. Communication is my number one also,
Right.
because through communication you can really solve a lot of problems from
Of
having.
course. I mean, just imagine you're living with someone,
Mhm.
and every time when it gets to 9 o'clock in the night, his phone is switched off,
Hmm.
and you keep on hearing, oh, um you keep on getting excuses. You
Mhm.
probably hear, oh, I was in noise, or my phone battery died. It could be the truth, but you're not communicating properly, so now you're making my anxiety peak.
Mhm.
No, you're causing my mind to be all over the place. Oh my god, is he cheating on me? Stuff like that. Communication is important.
Especially if it's happening consistently. It's different if something just happen here and there, but it become a consistent thing. And the fact that you are not
Right.
communicating this upfront, firsthand, I have to be asking questions. Why put your partner through
Yeah.
that
The
type of,
anxiety, the stress. Yeah.
right, the stress to have to find out stuff or thinking stuff, because also assuming stuff can drain us. because you could just be assuming, and he may not even be doing anything.
And truth is, this is how insecurity is also born.
Mm-hmm.
You injected insecurity in the person because of your behavior, because of your improper communication.
Yes.
Why are you always going to that place every Friday night? You know, stuff like that. And it never used to happen, but suddenly you're going to this place every.
Without you communicating with me.
Yeah. And, you know, so you're going to make me think crazy things, you know. So now you see, this is how communication works. Improper communication can lead to a lot of chaos, and it can lead to trust dying in a relationship.
It does. It does. So, guys, you listen. Communication is the key. I always emphasize on this where I work with my children, everything. When you communicate, life is so much easier. You know, you save people from having to think, having to assume stuff. It just is a lot. Communication will solve. So, being married, you know, and going through a divorce, you know, or even other relationships you have had, what would be one takeaway for you? What would be a takeaway for you?
Never rush into a relationship with somebody that you haven't figured out.
Amen.
Yeah, never rush into a relationship with someone who you haven't fully figured out. There's so much danger in that. And the reason why there should be no rush is because I discovered the word love bombing. We have a lot of love bombers out there. We have a lot of people out there who are charmists. They are charmists. You know, they can charm their way in, and you fall in love with all of that, not knowing that they're up to no good.
Amen.
Yeah, they need another heart to shred apart, you know? So that was my takeaway for sure. Not rushing into a relationship with somebody who you have not yet fully figured out. It's dangerous.
It is.
It's very dangerous. We have to remember that this is the real world, and humans cannot be trusted. We cannot be trusted. Some of us can't even trust our own selves.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, let's use examples. A lot of us, we need the good summer body. We say we're going to go on a strict diet, and we start day 1, and by day 2, we're having Popeyes, we're having Burger King, we're having KFC, we're having Chinese food. Some of us, we say, oh, I'm going to save money. You know, every time I get paid, I'm just going to put aside a little something over there. And you start, and the first time you put $200 over there, the next day you say, oh, I forgot that I needed this dress on Shein. Or I needed I needed to get this thing from Amazon, and it's $150, and you go back for that $200. So you see, we can't even trust our own selves. So why are we going around trusting people with all of us at an early stage of getting to know somebody?
Man, girl, you spoke to me. Okay.
Yeah, just saying.
Did you re-unmute that yet?
Listen, I can't even begin to tell you guys how many times I've signed up for gym and not go back after a week. And I was supposed to do a whole month or 2. And some of the times I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, girl, get it together. You can't even commit yourself to a weight loss journey. That can happen, right? So just imagine somebody coming to say, hey, babes, you're so cute. I love you. You're gorgeous. I love your personality. I love everything about you. And you're like, oh, thank you, you know, and you love hearing that.
Yeah.
When really deep down he's saying, oh, I'm gonna mess you up.
Yeah.
Deep down, his inside voice is saying, oh, I'm gonna mess you up. I'm gonna break you apart.
Mm.
Deep down, he's saying, oh, I'm still revenging, because some of these men have been badly hurt by women.
Yes.
And some of these
Yes.
women have been badly hurt by men as well. And so you have a bunch of
Hurt.
cold, cold people. They have an ice box
Mm.
where their heart used to be. And they're
Mm.
walking around, going around saying they have been healed. They're
Mm-hmm.
okay. They're happy with their life. And truth is, they just want revenge. They just want to hurt somebody back. So we have to keep these things in mind and remember that we need to take our time when we're just getting to know somebody, especially if you are deeply interested in somebody.
Mm.
You have to be intentional about everything that you do, where you go, the questions you ask on the date, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I told some people recently that, listen, when people go on dates, they think it is all about the man pulling out the chair and you eat the fancy food
Mm-hmm.
and you get
Mm-hmm.
butterflies in the tummy and you
Mm-hmm.
fall in love with the smell of his cologne and he
Mm-hmm.
falls in love with your perfume, and
Mm-hmm.
before you know, the flesh starts driving up the wall, and before you know, some people make love on the first date, some
Mm-hmm.
people make love in the first week, some people make love to the new guy or the new
Mm-hmm.
girl the first month, and really and
Mm-hmm.
truly, that part was supposed to be left for last. The most important part should be, who are you really? You know, what do you do? Okay, what kind of job do you do? Do you have kids? Um, how bad is your credit? How bad is your credit? Do you have good credit? Do you owe a lot of loans? Is it crazy in your world financially? Are you financially stable? Um, do you love your mother? Do you have
Okay.
do you love your mother? Do you have sisters? Do you love your sister? How much do you love your mother? How much do you love your sister? Do you have children? How many? Okay, you have a child. Do you take care of that child? What happened? Why didn't it work out with you and the mama? I need to hear all of that because I'm assessing you and I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be evaluating, because I want to know that I'm not going to be baby mama number 2, baby mama number 3, a single parent number 1, 2, 3, stuff like that. Be intentional, be raw, be unmuted on your date.
Yes.
It's not about being cute. It's not
Yeah.
about the heels. It's not about
Mm-hmm.
the hair or the makeup or the dress that you wear. Because truth is, one day you will get fat or one day you will get skinny. And will he still be in love with you? Will he love your stretch marks after having babies? How well does he take care of children? Do you know how to hold your family down? Is it 50-50 for you? Is it 70 whatever? Is it
Mm-hmm.
70-30?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 80-20? Tell me, who are you? Um, are you abusive? Are you abusive? Are you from a family where people were abusive? Was your dad abusive? Did you ever witness your dad hitting on your mother? Was your mother abusive? Was your
Hmm.
parents narcissistic?
Oh
Um,
my God.
did you have controlling parents? Did you grow up in a controlling home? Because when you ask these questions, you're now gonna know if you what you're now gonna really know what your bloodline can come off to be. Because really and truly, we have seen this before, where my mother's side of family, cancer doesn't really run in the family. But
Mm.
let's say your father's side, no, they're prone to this whole kidney failure thing or this cancer thing or whatever it is. So when we ask important questions, it kind of take us halfway, really. not the full way, because we really can't know everything in just
Mhm.
one go. But you
Mhm.
need to get a lot out of the person from off their chest, and you
Mhm.
need to be strategic about how you ask your questions. You don't just go dropping them like how I'm listing them out,
Right.
but you find the right atmosphere, the right setting, and you take your time and
You with
you pull
yourself.
them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Type of thing. You don't want to scare them away now.
Right. Right.
But um it's I believe we're now living in a time where there should be no pretending.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
because we already know. I think we have already figured out who we are as humans.
Mhm.
We are mentally unstable
Mhm.
when we're ready.
Mhm.
We are chaotic and dramatic when we're
Mhm.
ready. Some of us tell lies. Some of us are not so nice. Some of us are nice, really, really nice. And the list goes on. So I really think we are grown people, mature enough to just tell it like it is. Even on
Exactly.
the first date, you can really know if this is somebody you really want to take on in your
Right. Just
life.
from the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not interested, I would say let the person know before you go home. Because a lot of people didn't say what they wanted to say and they end up in situationship.
Girl, unmute her. You read my book.
I've been reading it.
You
But
read my
I've
book.
been reading it, but because of the contract work with the play that I'm casted in, I'm yet to finish. But I have my marker there where I'm gonna pick up from. Girl.
Girl, everything you just said here was
Wow.
everything you just said here. Those are stuff I should have talked to you about before I got married. I wish I had met you before I got married. Because unmuted when you have been that's that part of my life when you have been part of unmuted, because unmuted is way bigger than just that part of my life. But
Right.
maybe I wouldn't have had, that experience. But you know what? God knows why. God knows why. Because He wrote my story, right? He writes our story. There
He
is no
does.
changing. You can't edit it. You just have to be obedient and continue to go.
And what you've lived, you have lived. And what you have experienced, that's what you have to write.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot tailor our story because we're trying to save people's reputation and their feelings when they didn't think about our own reputation and feelings when they were salvaging us. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. Unmuted.
Unmuted.
Can you believe it's 9? Can you believe it's almost 10 o'clock
Yes.
already?
Mm-hmm. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna let you go in few minutes. But man, you just give us a lot that we can learn from. People watching, myself going into another relationship.
Right?
I'm so intentional now, like you said, be intentional,
Be
be
intentional.
transparent, y'all. If the person is not your person, they can go away.
Yeah,
Don't
because
be afraid.
listen, you don't want to know that you have fallen in love with somebody who tells you they own the house. And
Mhm.
then when you move in, people come to move you both out.
That part.
You gotta take your time. You have to take your time.
That part,
Yeah.
that part. So
You
know who
have to
you
take your
are.
time.
No, no. Oh my
Driving
God.
driving in the Ferrari and it's parked and then it's repossessed,
It's ridiculous.
those things.
Oh, I thought you told me that was yours. Oh, I thought you. No, you did not ask.
Right.
You did not ask. You assumed that was mine because you saw me in it. You did not ask.
It's
Because
crazy.
sometimes we are afraid to ask these questions because we are afraid of the answer. We are afraid the person is going to ghost us or,
Yeah.
so because we like the person. But wouldn't you want to know now, then a year,
Yeah.
2 years later, like she
Yeah.
said, so don't be afraid, because if somebody's supposed to be in your life and they were meant for your life, those things that she just said here means nothing. They will give you that place where you will feel comfortable to ask those questions. They will give you their answers. And if it's not what you need for your life, don't settle. Don't
Yeah,
settle. Don't settle.
don't.
Life is too short. I have done that before in the past so many times. Settling, hoping for the best. And look where I'm at. I'm being unmuted all around the world.
Listen,
Okay. So you
listen.
know what?
Yeah,
Use our story to have a better story. Everyone don't have to
yeah,
be flapping and
yeah.
crying. Everyone don't have to be burnt out. And look out for those narcissists. Look out for those narcissists. Trust me. It's a lot of hurt people around, like she said earlier. Men are hurt, women are hurt, and people are not getting healed. They are moving from one relationship,
To
jumping
another.
into another relationship, hoping that that will solve the problem. But no, what you're doing is it's like you have a cut, right? And you don't treat it at all. You just take a band-aid and put it over it.
Yep.
You just covering your wound. It's there. The minute you move that band-aid, it's gonna come out. So
Yeah.
let's get healed. Find support. Get some help.
Definitely.
Get over your ex before you create another situationship, whatever it is. Stop hurting one another because it is so much pain into this world. And so thank you so much, sis.
Thank you.
You share a lot of just great inspirational words on this episode today. This episode is going to be late because people can learn a lot from it. And so before I let you go, just one more advice. What advice will you give to someone going through a divorce or separated? It can be short, whatever. Just because we cover divorce and relationship, what would be one advice you would give to anyone?
Well, I'm going to take a few lines from my song, God is Right There With You.
Okay.
Oh my God. My favorite part in the song is the bridge. I want to ensure that I'm quoting the right part. I know betrayal hurts. Betrayal hurts, but God is a fixer. What you've been through couldn't kill you. What you are now going through, it won't kill you. Because God says he will frustrate the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot carry out their plans. Meaning, your enemies or those who are trying to destroy you, they won't be successful at it because God is already frustrating their plots and their plans, from being carried out upon your life, And so I want to tell you tonight, thrive and live and rise. Just keep rising. Amen.
Amen. Wow, what a great way to end the show. Just keep rising. All right. She said it. If it did not kill you, it make you stronger. All right. So Jordan, please tell the people where they can find you. Give them your social media
Oh,
and
definitely.
your music.
I'm on all platforms as Jodian Adira Pantry. So Twitter, X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, I'm there. Jody Ann Adira Pantry. That's the IG running across the screen right there.
Okay.
Jody Ann Adira Pantry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everything is the same thing on every platform.
And one last thing before I sign out. Guys, you need to grab a copy of Unmuted. You need to get this book. I still can't believe you went through all of that stuff before you made the transition from home to, that it's still blowing my mind. It's still bugging me out. I'm like, there's no way someone could literally go through all of those things and be sitting here right now doing this podcast. Like, who has that much strength? You know? So this book is worth having, guys. It's not long. And I love the fact that the book isn't long. And the book has the right fonts. It's easy to read, very easy on the eyes. I love that about the book too. And
Yeah.
that is what really interests me in books. If I'm buying a book and the print is too tiny,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to go through that. It's the
Yeah.
right size font, the spacing, everything. I love it. And the
Mm.
book is not long. It can be done in like a week, even 4 days. People
Mhm.
who love to read can finish this in a day or two.
Yes. Yes. I read
Definitely.
this book in an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So
that's it. Thank you so much, Recia. I gotta run. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to see ya again.
thank
Let's
you,
do.
sis. Thank you so much for being here. Like you
Thank you to
said.
those who tuned in too. Sister Christian, I saw Monet, Dane was here, Shanice Fangwitter, my twin.
Okay. Okay.
They say we look alike. Brian came on, I think he left. Patrick was here too, one of my earth angels. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you.
so much.
That's someone, Cameron.
Tanik is just getting here when we're out. Tanik, you're gonna have to watch it when
Yeah,
it's
you can go
posted.
back and watch this. And she said, finally found you guys. Man, the search and keyword are tight. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But she did a great job. Like, go back and watch this episode. You will learn something from it. So, Jodian, my sister,
Bye
thank
guys.
you
Thank
for
you.
taking
Thank
this
you,
time. She have
Risa.
to go. She have a meeting, so she have to go. Thank you, love.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, listen. God is moving on this podcast. If you have a story and you would like to tell your story, please, please send us an email, info@unmuted.us. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our Instagram is Let's Get Unmuted Podcast. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Let's Get Unmuted. And for Facebook is Recia Kabbah and Unmuted. All right. Jordan was amazing today. For you all that tune in, her followers, her friends, please just look out for her next music video that she did. I played a little clip during the show. It's an amazing, amazing story, just inspirational. Her music can really touch your soul. So follow Jordan for my followers. Follow that lady. She is a firehouse of gospel music, a firehouse completely. Okay. Um, Thank you all for tuning in to watch our episode today. Pick Up Unmuted is on Amazon, it's on Walmart.com, Target, and Barnes and Noble. All right, guys, I will be leaving you all now. Again, I just want to say thank you for watching. This is Unmuted Podcast. I am your host, Recia Kabbah. See you all next time. Bye.